Testing 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah. How many copyright strikes can we get in the very beginning of a video? All right. That's like we want to leave that in now as the intro. How are we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Will.
I'm Adri.
And today we're playing Everdell. So earlier today we did get a couple games in, so that way this isn't too bad for you. But for those of you that are not aware, Everdell is a game that is currently on Kickstarter. They are releasing the last 2 expansions. So they are saying they are done with Everdell. And that makes you sad because you're really liking it. But what that means is now you have a complete collection. So right now this was on sale on Amazon, as I mentioned in my box opening unboxing, for $60. I figured, hey, let's give it a play. We can play with it for a while because Kickstarter won't be here for a year, so we won't have any of that. We figured those of you guys that might not know what Everdell is will be able to get an idea. So Everdell, your objective is to build a city out of the common cards, the cards that you have, and maybe cards that you're going to draw. Each turn you will do worker placement. So you start with 2 workers, and then as you continue through the seasons, you will get additional workers that you can add and start getting more resources and so forth. Those resources are twigs, amber, the pebbles, and the berries. So each item that you want to do is going to cost different amounts. So for example, if we wanted to play the doctor, we're going to need 4 berries. The second way that we can play the doctor is if we get the university. The university would be a construction, so constructions cost some of the other materials. So for example here, if we wanted to build the Evertree, I didn't even know you could build the Evertree, but it looks like you can. You will need 3 wood, 3 amber, and 3 pebbles. So turn continues until a player is not able to make any more moves, and then they can choose to prepare for the season. Now this can be done out of order. So for example, if I can't do anything else, I can prepare for season, go to the next season, and Audrey would continue in the season that she is in. So there are 3 total seasons, well 4. We got early winter, that's kind of where you start. And then you get spring, where you get another worker and you get to have all your plants grow. Then you have summer, where you're going to get another worker and you get to draw 2 cards from this common pile. So there's kind of one of those strategies. Like if you see some cards down here that you want, you could end your season early so you can guarantee that you get those 2 cards. And then the final season where you actually make plays is autumn. You get your last 2 workers. You plant your crops and they grow again, and then you play everything you can. At the end of the entire game, you're basically going to score. So you score based on the points on each card. So you can have a total of 15 in your city. So you get those points. You score based on conditions of the card. So for example, this Evertree, you basically will get 1 additional point for every flower. I'm not really sure what these stand for. Just the flower people. They're the flower people.
Or the
windmill? Oh, it does look like a pinwheel. You're right. That looks more like a pinwheel. Oh, yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't know if they ever described that. If you guys know what that's called, you can let us know down in the comments. You get 1 point for each quest that you complete. So, of course, there are the special quests, which are harder to get because you need to have specific characters to obtain it. And then there are the common quests down here on the bottom, where in order to get these quests completed, you just need to have a particular number of cards in your city. So 3 of the, I was calling them the Philosopher Education Intelligence cards, 3 of the Feet Traveler cards, I don't know, 3 of the plant, or 4 of the plant cards. Plants are the hardest because there's more plant cards than anything else. Or 3 of the Traveler cards to get those particular points. And then the last way to get points are the points that you gain throughout the game, which sometimes when you perform a particular action, like if you go up here to this space, you get 1 of those points. At the end of the game, to get rid of all your cards, you're going to probably put yourself in one of these spaces down here. Now, something I wasn't aware of until just recently, and I played it wrong the first time, so Audrey might have actually beat me that time. You can only do one of the 5, 4, or 3 spaces. So you can do the 5 and the 2, or the 4 and the 2, or the 3 and the 2, but you can't do 5, 4, and 2. You can't do both those. I had enough cards that once I did that and went up here and do some more cards, I was able to put it in 3 spots.
And this is an open space.
That is an open space, so everybody can do the 2. So that's one thing you're right. We did not point out. So on the spaces, when you're placing your workers, some spaces have a circle all the way around them. Some of them have kind of a half circle. If it's got a circle all the way around it, only one worker can be in there at a time. If it is a circle with an open bottom, then as many workers as you want can be in that spot. I think that's everything. The quest cards are randomly drawn, so we have 4 of those. And then these special openings in the forest, you basically draw 3 because we're playing a 2-player game, or 4 for a 4-player game. I think the only other thing is some of the spots do have a limitation. These have a limitation where you can only use the second spot on a 4-player or above. I know you can go up to 6-player. I believe one of the expansions adds 6 players. Other than that, hand limit 8, mandatory hand limit, right? So you can only have 8 cards in your hand maximum. There is really no discard unless something tells you to, and there's really no draw action unless something tells you to. I think that's it. Did I miss anything? That was a lot.
So.
That was a lot. That was a lot. So with that, we're going to go ahead and start the game. So we already dealt for first player, second player. So I am first player, so I get 5 cards. Audrey is second player, so she gets 6. Third player would get 7. Fourth player would get 8. So they get additional cards kind of, I guess, as a incentive because they didn't get to have first picks at the meadow cards. And I'm guessing if you're playing 5 and 6 player, 8's the most you can have, so I'd imagine it's still 8. So I'm going to go ahead and go first. So, what's our quest? We forgot to look over our quest.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So this one we need to get the cemetery and the shepherd. This one we need to get the peddler and the general store. This one here we need the lookout and the minor mole. And then the last one we need is the woodcarver and the chapel. All right. So that is one thing I'm kind of disappointed at, is they didn't make a way for these to kind of stand up so you can see them while you're playing, and they don't. Like, you can stand one, but then I can't really, like, the other ones would fall down.
Make something.
Yeah, you could probably make something. They sell, like, the little standees you use for, like,
notes and...
Well, what I'm thinking of is, you know, the little things that go on the bottom of standees for board games. The little plastic thing, and you snap your guy in it. They sell those. You could probably put those back. I know some people on Etsy have things, but I know that Starling Games isn't a fan of Etsy. Similarly, we got all of our resources are just on the board. In the Kickstarter, they actually have an add-on. I think it's $25. I've added it to my pledge, which will house all of these. So I think it's like a tree trunk, a rock, so it fits the theme, right? All right, what was I going to do? We already know that you kind of have to put your people out first. You got to put your workers out first. So I think this is a really good spot because that gets you 2 resin. I keep calling it amber. 2 resin, 1 twig. You didn't correct me. All right, so 2 of those and 1 twig.
So I cannot go there because that is only for 4 players.
See.
I am going to get wood.
Would you like some wood? That's from Full House. The Joey. He had Mr. Woodchuck. It was his little puppet towards the later seasons. No entiendo? No. So we can't watch Fuller House on Netflix until we watch Full House. Alright, so and then I need... Alright, so I'm going for this. So I need a pebbles. So if you notice, the hardest material to get are the little rocks, the little pebbles. And there are some forest cards that actually have pebbles on them. We didn't get lucky enough this time. There's one that you basically can pick up 2 of any. That's a really good one as well. So it's unfortunate we didn't get those this go around. Where are you going? Well, I didn't even look at the stuff down there. I was trying to build something in my hand.
I'm going to get to press.
We need that lookout. Alright, so I was going to build what was in my hand, but I'm actually going to build the lookout. Because that makes the most sense, because that's one of the objectives. I didn't even notice that. Alright, and then so once I draw that, then we refill it from the center. Alright.
So I'm going to play the farm. I have to start building that.
So Oddity is getting the farm. And one thing I didn't mention on the cards, all of the critters and all of the constructions can either be unique or they can be common. So unique, you can only have one of them, so I can only have one lookout. If they're common, you can have as many as you want. Like Oddity's farm is a common construction.
Gain 1 berry.
And you gain a berry because there's your berry. Because you played the farm. All right. So it is back to my turn. I can't really do anything. Do I have the Wanderer? No, is the Wanderer out here? Oh, the Wanderer is out here. Okay. So I'm going to play the Wanderer, so I get to play him for free. And the nice thing about the Wanderer, he doesn't actually take up any space. So he's like a freebie. So I get to play him. And then I need a door, por favor. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 5 cards, so this is going to put me at my maximum. So you can only perform this action once. So you put this little door on it to show that you can't do that again. And I get 3 cards. Oops, hang on. I got to refill this first, then I draw 3 cards. So order of action is very important in this game. You got to make sure you do things in the right action. Ooh, that peddler. We need that. Oh, there's 2 peddlers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm at max.
Ay, ay, ay.
Can you play anything else?
I will play the white.
Oh, so you could play her for free.
Because I have a farm.
Because you have a farm. All right. So, and then she has no on use, right?
No.
Okay. Oh, what's her thing? May
share space with a husband.
Oh, that's right. You can put the husband and the wife together. Okay. And I can do nothing else, so that's going to be the end of my season. So I'm going to take my end of season, which I get 1 more. Oops, I'm not the bunnies. I'm the turtles. I get 1 more worker. I take my 2 workers back. And then I can do my green actions, but I have no green actions, so that was not beneficial for me. So it is back to you.
Actually, so I cannot do anything with this thing.
Yeah, the closest you would have would have been that one, but you don't have the rock.
No.
Okay. So, and prepare for season?
Yes.
Alright, so you get take your bunnies back. And then you get to use your farm, so you get 1 berry for your farm.
Yes.
And that's it. Alright, so now it is my turn. Now this is where we were playing solo, we weren't doing this. We basically, the other person just kept going. But it also made a confusion.
So
we're
this
like,
is a
we didn't know who we're supposed to go next, because basically I could take 2 turns before you ended season, or vice versa. But no, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, if you could have made a move, you would have made a move.
So that's a move.
Then
so
I would
then
be in. I would still be in my new season.
Oh, okay.
But you would still be in the past season. They say a lot of people mess that one up because I guess there's other games where that doesn't occur. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go get some wood. No, not that one. I want to do this one again. I like that one. I like the one getting 2 resin. That seems that's a very powerful spot. Although 3 berries, that's not bad either. That'd get you up and running with your population quick.
I will pay 2 berries for me to pay.
For the peddler?
Yeah.
Okay. They really want us to build this resin refinery.
Give me we pay up to 2?
All right, so you can pay up to 2 items to get an equal amount of items. So, and that one on the peddler, it doesn't have to be 2 of the same item. There was an FAQ. I started reading through the FAQ a little while ago. You just pay an item to get an item and another item to get an item, or so 2 items to get the same 2 items.
Can I get 2 rocks with this?
Yeah. Yeah, so you could pay those 2 items and get 2 rocks. That's real smart. Because rocks are hard to come by. Alright, so if I'm going to do... Alright, so I gotta get any rocks, so I'm going to get a rock. Is that the only way to get rocks? Wow, we only have 1 way to get rocks. Okay.
And I am going to get wood
and a card. Okay. There you go. You got the wife again. You need another farm. You need a husband. A husband is not a wife. A wife is not a husband. Well, no, I guess nowadays a husband could be a wife and a wife can be a husband, but that's a totally different conversation. All right, so I am going to build the mine. I'm going to build the mine, so that costs me 1 of each. 1, 2, 3, and then after I play the mine, I get to have a rock. Okay. Oops, I gotta refill.
So that crane.
Yep. Ooh, that's that Evertree. Oh, that Evertree's been here the whole time. That's expensive though. Wait, you can play any character for free. It says any. That's a nice one. It's 5 points too. Okay.
Alright, your turn.
My turn? I'm going to go to my lookout, and I can copy any basic or forest location, so I'm going to copy the rocks.
And now I am going to get more things.
You're going to get more things.
Yeah.
What do you need? You don't know.
Maybe. Okay. Interesting. 1 card.
Okay. Well, you got a lot more than me. I'm gonna go ahead and pay one of my rocks to get a crane. And there's the post office. And now the crane is a unique item, so I can't have 2 of those.
Now I'm going to pay 2 rocks and 1 resin to get what? To play my university.
You're like, what am I doing? I forgot what you're doing. All right, I'm going to do a rock and a resin to get a resin refinery. And I play that, so I get a resin. There's the castle.
Now I get the doctor.
Oi!
For free.
For free.
Oh.
The queen. I do not have, what is she? Oh, she has the palace. The king has the castle. King of the castle. King of the castle. Caspito is the king of the castle. Alright, I'm going to play my resin worker for free. So let me do the door. Activate 1 plant in my city. So I'm going to activate to gain 1 rock. Okay. So So this is where, like, the first turn seems so quick. We thought that too. We're like, wow, this game's going to be over quick. But then as soon as you get to the second turn, it really starts ramping up, if you can.
So I will pay Western and Cliffs for the inn.
For the inn? Oh, you've already got 2 of the paw prints. You have 3 plants. Yes. All right. What do we need up there? Gym store, chapel, lookout, cemetery. I think I'm going to construct the post office for free. Yeah, I'm going to construct the post office for free. So the reason I'm doing that is when you have the crane, it reduces the cost by 3. So I can basically play that there. Common construction, I can't do any of that yet because I'm not on that turn.
So you can get in.
Oh, hold on. Well, yeah, but you might like this better. You never know. It's a farm. Do you like the farm?
No, gracias. I want to.
No, gracias. Okay. So then I'm going to play my bird for free for the post office, so I need a door. And reveal 2 cards. You may play 1 with up to 3 for free, discard the other. So, since it didn't say draw, it said reveal, that's different. Because I can't draw because I'm at 8, but it said reveal, so I'm just revealing 2 cards. And I can play 1 up to a 3, which I don't think I want to go here because I don't need the historian. I'm going to play this for free, and then I get 1 from Betty for playing it for free.
I think I can't do anything else. I just have one of this.
Alright, so you're going to prepare for season? Alright, so you take all your guys back. Oops, forgot to put another card down here. You get 1 more worker. You get... no, we're not there. We're in summer now. So now you draw 2 cards from the meadow. So whatever 2 cards you want. How many cards you have?
4.
Okay, so you can draw 2 from the meadow. So this is where you gotta go strategy. Does she try to stop me from getting the peddler? Does she try to get, the crane's a good one because you can do that. Try to stop me from getting the ever tree so I can't get those extra points. So that's one of the benefits of preparing your season earlier than your opponent. Hi, Bella. Don't bark at the neighbors, por favor. Yeah, you get 2 cards. You want to do those 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to get my hand down. I need to get things out of my hand. Otherwise, I can't even do anything from here. All right. Can I get anything out of my hand so I can at least pick up a card? Oh, yes, I can. I'm going to play my husband for free because of the farm.
I need a husband.
Oh, I have the husband. And you have both wives. I'll trade you a husband for a wife. All right, it's back to you.
I'm going to get... Oh, yeah, I'm going to get rocks.
No rocks for you.
I know.
Yeah, because see, I'm still on... Actually, can you even come to this one? No, you can't even come to my lookout. It doesn't have an open symbol. Is anything my... Oh, this is the only thing I have that has an open symbol is the post office. Yeah.
And that is what?
You give me 2 cards, and then you can discard as many cards as you want and then draw up to your limit. So basically, if nothing in your hand was useful for you, you can give me 2 of the cards, discard your whole hand, and get 8 new cards. It's a pretty strong card. It's really probably the only other way to get through that deck. That's a huge deck. And this doesn't even have all of the cards. Like with all the expansions, I'd imagine it probably comes up like double that height.
Okay, so I'm going to get the wood and one card.
I think we have the Undertaker, but we don't have the Cemetery. Have a dungeon. Doesn't do me good. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get the crane. Yep, I'm going to do the crane, I think. Oh, there's the inn. Well, that was last game we needed the inn. We don't need the inn this time.
No.
No. No inn. We need the Citadel, which neither of us have. We need the Minor Mole, which has not shown up yet. Which is why I got the mine. That's why I got the mine way at the beginning. Although the mine's really good, because you get the extra rock from it. And then some church.
Yep.
See, I played the crane. Oi. So Audrey is going to play. No, you still gotta pay for him.
Oh.
Unless you have the fairgrounds.
Lo siento.
I have the
Nothing
fairgrounds.
happened.
I have the fair. You want to trade? I'll trade this for your wife.
No. Leave my wife alone.
Yeah, fairgrounds. Okay. So what are you gonna do instead?
Instead, I am going to build a farm.
Build the farm. Okay. One battery for the farm. And okay, so I'm going to do. I don't have the school. All right, so I'm going to use my crane to build the fairgrounds. So it'll cost me 3 less. It's going to cost me just one amber, or what are they called again?
Resin.
Resin. Whee! 1 resin, and I can draw 2 cards. So there's the palace.
So I will play my other wife.
Play your other wife. Your second wife. Alright. Can I do anything? I'm starting to run on fumes, I think. I might have to end of season. I don't think she'd be. Well, that'd be fine if I'm gonna do that. Alright, what do I got? I got 1 of those. I got plenty of those. Yeah. So I'm gonna end my season. So I can pull you guys back. So my workers come back and I can draw 2 cards. I'm gonna take the queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I can draw 2. And take the queen. And I think I'm going to do the, and I'm going to do the end. Yep, that's what we do. All right. So 1, 2. So we have the king. So we got the king in the castle. We have a husband. Uh-oh. Right, well, it's your turn. My turn was ending my season.
And I still have 3?
1, 2. You have 4 plants though. You have 4 plants now. If that's what you want to do, is get those 3 points. Okay. There you go. No, put him there. He just stays on there until the season change. All right. Or did you want to go after the husband? I don't need the husband, but I think that'd be a waste of my turn. I don't even have enough to play him anyway, so never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, so I need. Okay. I'm gonna go get the tres. Tres twigs. Uno, dos, tres. I'm playing Breath of the Wild while I watch you guys play some awesome Everdell. The music is playing in stream confused me. I was like, where's the music coming from? Yeah, so we do put background music. That's one thing I noticed some other people that do gameplays, they don't have the background music. But we got very used to it from doing everything live stream. Just having something there, right? So that way when I'm not rambling. Like board game ramblings, right? Good channel. Go check out board game ramblings. Ay. Where you go? On Pebble. Alright. So if we do that, I'm going to play... I'm going to build the inn. Cost me 2 and 1. Okay.
Okay. In Pebble, to play the crane.
Oh, where'd the crane come from? Oh, you had one? There must be a bunch of those in there. Okay. I'm going to claim the boat. So I have 3 of these now. So what you got? You got 2. Oh, you got 2. You got 2 of the education ones already. What about travelers? You don't have any travelers yet? No. Is there an innkeeper? Yeah, the innkeeper. Still haven't seen the general store. Still haven't seen minor mole. Wow. Still have the wood carver or the chapel. Okay, that's where we are. You don't know what you want to do. Do you want your husband? I'm gonna have to get you some food. Better get him before I get him, because I can get him right now if I wanted to. But I'm not gonna be mean.
That's his husband.
I'm gonna let you keep your husband.
I need my husband.
I have a handful of.
Hello.
I have a handful of critters. Do I want to play? Do I want anything down here? I only have one of these.
What does he say? I can't read.
David. Hey, David. How you doing? He says, "Saludos recién casados. Es como Farmville."
Como what?
Farmville. Yeah.
Is it? He's asking me.
No. Farmville is all about farming and making crops. I mean, it's worker placement, and this is the first worker placement game we play. I mean, we played Santorini. That's kind of worker placement. Well, My Little Scythe is kind of worker placement. This is like the next level up, because it's like My Little Scythe where you had to gather the resources to then do something. There's more things. We're gradually increasing our board game our level of expertise. Oh, you took the 3 berries. I need to get rid of some of these peepless. I have moss peepless in my hand. Alright. Oh, you're on the stone. Hang on. There we go. I'm going to go to the lookout so I can get me a stone. That lookout's good. I like that. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
No?
No, that's fine. I was saying I needed berries too, but I can still go up here and get at least a berry if I want a berry.
I want a husband.
You want a husband? You have a husband.
Oh, he can be paired.
Yeah, he pairs with her, and then if you have a farm, you gain 1 resource. And you have a farm, so what 1 resource? Stones.
Stones.
What else are you gonna take? Make them work. Corale a trabajar se ha dicho. He says make them work.
Oh. Yes.
Oh. You gotta replace your husband.
Let's forget.
Ooh, the cemetery. Oh, we do need the cemetery. And that only costs 2 stones.
Only 2 stones? That's expensive. 2 stones?
See, what goes with him? The shepherd? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use my inn. Actually, I could use your inn, but then that would give you a point. So this right here where it says open, if you play on that spot, you have to pay me with the point coins, right? So I'm going to go ahead and build the cemetery. Workers stay here permanently. Okay, but I'm not putting you there. I'm putting you there for the quest. Okay. Architect. Oh. Yeah, but you need... Oh, you can play him because you still have the crane. Or no, do you need the relic? Oh no, it's crane. Yeah, he's good because he... Basically, whatever resin and whatever stone you have at the end counts for points.
But I have only one berry. Oh no, I could get him for...
You can get him for free? See, you can get him for free.
This is my turn?
See, it's your turn. Huh? See, you get him for free. Architect. Hey, it's the doctor. I feel like we saw him earlier. Boy, I don't think I can do anything. I think I might have to end of season this because I can't play any of these guys. The Undertaker. Oh, yeah, I can. Play the Undertaker for free. So I need a door, por favor. When I play him, discard 3 cards from the meadow, replenish, then draw 1 card from the meadow. So I'm going to discard the Shepherd, the Doctor, and the King. Oosh. All right. A teacher. The husband that you've been looking for. Oh, you can use 2 husbands. And the monastery. If we need the monastery. No, we don't need a monastery. Where's my miner? Where's my miner mole? All right, back to you.
I can do... No, I can't. Can I play him just because I have her, like I did in here?
No, because you've already used...
Did I pay for him?
You paid for him, yeah, because you had already used both farm actions to play the wives.
Closed.
Yep, they are closed. Jacobo?
Yes, I need to prepare for a season.
Prepare for season, so you get your last 2 workers. Get all your guys to come back home. Everybody come home.
Including this one?
Yep, including that one. So you should have all 5 now.
I have 6.
Or all 6 now. See? Okay, and now you do your green cards. So what's your first one? What's your doctor?
Doctor is you may pay up to 3 berries to gain 1.
But you don't have enough berries. Your peddler, you may trade for other things if you wanted to.
Up to 2. Okay, you can trade this one.
Trade 1.
But then I gain 1.
See? Well, no, you're going to gain 2. I know you want a rock.
Yes.
All right, and then for your farm, you gain a berry. And then for your other farm, you gain a berry. And no mas. Okay,
Yay.
so it is my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6. And nobody that we pulled helps me. Nothing that I grabbed there helps me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go to the season. Yeah, as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
See? Where you going? See, I'm not worried about you going to a particular spot because I've got that lookout, which is good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that objective. Did you have completed that one yet? You had 1, 2. Yeah, you only had 2. I have 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nobody always completes.
When I did the cemetery, yep. The cemetery was my 3rd one. So it was a 2 for 1. I got to not only do.
Diplomas.
Yeah, you're right. Diploma seems we've never gotten the diploma one. Okay. All right, what's back to you? Oh man, this needs a lot. Okay. do 2 resins and wood. You forget about the lower one sometimes. See? Where are you going? We need everything. We have all of our workers there. Remember, this is the final round, so this is all about trying to get those final points down. Oh, you're gonna force me to have to do. Oh, I didn't do my gains. Hang on, so I gain a rock, I gain a resin. I can activate one thing in my city. So I'm gonna gain another rock. Gain one if they're paired, they're not paired. Gain a berry. Draw 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can only draw 1 card. 8. And that's all my leafy stuffs. Okay. Well, that definitely helps me. It changes what I'm going to do this turn now. All right. So, no, it's my turn.
Oh,
it's Neil.
Your things.
Yes, I was doing my thingies that I forgot to do on my previous turn. You were going to let me not do those too. I just had this odd feeling. That's what your plan was all along. All right, so I'm going to use the lookout to get 3 logs, I think. Yeah.
Have a messy workstation.
My workers aren't the cleanest, I know, but they're efficient at building. I normally get my 15 things every round or every game. So, where'd you go?
No, I'm going.
Oh,
I was just checking if this was open, but it is closed.
it is closed. Closed for business. So those and a card. Ruins. All right. What's the peddler need to go with?
Ruins.
Oh, the general store. None of us. We haven't found the general store yet.
Oh, I knew that.
All right. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get a berry. But you got 2 workers left? Yeah, you gotta make sure you save that last one for the final points.
Save it? Or?
Well, I mean, the best thing, remember, the last guy is best down there, right? Your workers.
Oh.
You gotta plan that out.
So I'm playing my Evertree. Evertree is 3 clicks, 3 resins. Oh, but I'm so poor now. 3 stones.
Never did find that mold, did I? Right. So I'm gonna play Shepherd for 3. Gain 3. So I paid him for 3. Oh, hang on, I gotta give these to you. 3 to you.
Ooh.
But because I did that, because I was such a generous guy, it lets me take 3 as well. Then gain 1 power for each person on my chapel. I don't have people on my chapel. So, yeah. Okay. Toujours. Can you play the fool? Oh, because I gave you enough berries to play the fool. Oy. Oy. That's not nice.
Oh, I did
Minus
bad.
2 points. You should feel bad. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this quest because I have the cemetery and the shepherd. Alright, back to you. To you.
Okay, I'll play the ruins.
I completely ruined what I was trying to do.
Hola.
Hola. It's you know who. I don't want to say the name because it'll probably mess up again. Oh, I messed up my. No, you messed up my plan.
Oh.
That's not funny. Because I have the palace. I was going to play the palace so then I could play the queen.
Oh, but you don't have more room.
But now I don't have room to do that. So now what do I do? Alright, I gotta think what I gotta do. So I'm burying my worker. He worked too hard, had a heart attack. I have to put him in the cemetery. In la cemeteria. That may be incorrect though, but you know.
It's similar. Cementerio.
Cementerio. Well, actually, I could still play the palace because it does give me a bonus for each unique construction. I got a bunch of those. Or no, I don't have a bunch of those. I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I do have 4 of those. I think I'll still do that. That wasn't a total loss. I think that's the last thing I'm going to be able to do. 4, that'll give me 8. Yeah. So I don't have any other way to discard because you have the university. You can actually get rid of constructions or critters. Tenía que servir. It's tenía.
Tenía que ser, like, oh, it had to be you.
Thanks for the 99 cents, Dave. That is going to Extra Life. How did I forget what I was going to say? It's going to Extra Life Charities. We always put any super chat to Extra Life Charities. Smiling face with horns. That's what he said. Smiling face with horns. Okay.
Mi turno?
See? You're still...
To win, I have to complete my city.
No. To win, you have to have the most points.
Even if I don't have my city?
See? So right now, because I can't even get any of these, you would want to see if you can find a way to draw cards. So like here, you discard a card and you can draw 2 cards for every card discarded. So you could actually discard both of those cards, draw up to 4, and then on your next turn, put your second guy there so you get you 4 guaranteed points. If you don't think you can build anything, you have to do the math, right? You have to do the math. Can anything you build be more than the points you would get for doing that, right? Because you don't have the resources to do it either.
No, and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, so that's probably a better play, would be to discard both of them, get 4, and then on your next turn, do the trade-in. Or next turn, if this is a card that you can actually play. 2, 3, 4. Con gusto. Alright, so I am going to build the palace because that gets me the most points, which is 2 wood, 3 amber. Just call it amber. It looks like amber. It reminds me of Jurassic Park, the amber with the mosquito in it. And tres. No, piedras. Piedritas.
Sí.
Sí, okay. So yeah, that was my turn. Will siempre se confunde. Is that confused?
You get confused. Yes.
See.
So if I finish this, then I discard this.
If nothing there is going to give you more than 4 points, then yeah, then you can go there, discard the 4.
Because even this would be 3. I mean,
What's his ability?
When playing a critter, you might discard this from your city to decrease the cost by 3.
Which isn't going to help because you're not going to have another time when you play a critter.
And then I have one farm.
Hey, there's the miner mole. What needs to go along with him? The lookout? Do you have the lookout? Oh no, you didn't get the lookout.
I have never seen that one.
You do still have the crane. Remember, you can still do the crane. You should get rid of that crane before the end of the game. So do you have a thing you want to build in the place of the crane that'll get you more points than 1?
But how do I get rid of it?
No, everything's 1.
When playing
You basically, it costs 3 less to build something. So, but the problem is the monastery costs. The monastery is only going to give you 1 point. This is only going to give you 1 point. This is only going to give you 1 point. I don't know if you have something in your hand that would give you more than 1 point on construction.
Storehouse.
Well, that'd be a better play than none. Is that a unique?
No.
All right, so yeah, you could play that in the place of the. Could you get rid of the crane?
And what happens to the...
Yeah, just discards it. You're basically getting to play it for free. That's what the crane does. And then the storehouse is general store. So now you can. What do you want to put on there? You can't get it off, so it really doesn't matter what you put on there. It's not going to help you to take it off, and doesn't count towards end game. Okay. So back to me, and I don't think there's a single thing I can do because my whole thing is full. Yeah. Yep. So I pass. There's nothing I can do anymore. I don't think. Yeah. Almost.
I could.
Again, discarding. If you can't get more than 3 right now, then that's your better option, is to put your guy there and discard your 3. So se acabó. Okay.
Contar.
Contar puntos.
Contar puntos.
Okay, well not this. This is the rule book. We already know the rules. We've done this enough times. Okay. So...
First is what?
So first are the bases. So all of our base points. 1. Okay, so what do you got?
28.
Whee! 22. Okay. The next is our tokens.
I don't have any.
We'll see. You get.
Did I?
Well, we did. Well, yeah, but we can do that in its proper spot. How did I get no tokens? No, those weren't tokens. How did I get no tokens? Did I not do anything that gained me a token? I guess I didn't. Okay, so both of us are at 0
We
there.
didn't even go near them.
No. All right. Next is our prosperity. So that is the stuff in the middle. So your husband and wife and stuff like that. Unique constructions. 1, 2, 3. Oh, red on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I think that's all I got. Yeah. What do you have?
One for each flower can be in my city, and then I have 3 because.
Well, no, but that's 1 for each. So you have 4 flower things. So that's 4.
And what about this one?
That's 3 because they're paired, so you're 7. And then
What is it?
that's 7. And then the architect, do you have any extras? You have no extras. Okay, so 7. Yep, so you have 7. Okay. Journey, you have 3. I have saddle. The events, this is where I come back. 3, 6, 9.
3.
3. All right. Grand total is 22, 27, 36, 28, 30. You already beat me here. 33. No. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Doesn't matter. You beat me. 41.
Yay!
So there we go.
This is the first time
First
I
time.
win.
So we played this 3 times today. This time, of course, is what we're playing for you guys. Audrey, of course, wins when it matters. She always wins on the live streams. I may win when we first start, but she picks it up. That's the thing. Like, you start picking it up.
Yes.
Really, after about the 2nd and 3rd game, Audrey really starts picking it up, and then she gives me a run for my money. But there we go, guys. That is Everdell. That is the basic gameplay. Most games play in about an hour. It's quite fun. And one thing that I'll say, and you can confirm whether you believe this too, is when you see a game like this and you see all the components, it makes you really scared.
Yes, it happens to me all the time.
Like, I see all these games and it's like tons and tons of components, but really it's very simple. You're only doing one thing per turn until you can't do anything else, right? Once you can't do anything else, you just say, fine, I'm done my turn, and you move on to the next. But it does have a lot of extra, like trying to plan out properly to get the special quests and all is really, really challenging. I think with more players, it probably takes a little bit longer, but you probably get through a lot more of these cards.
Yeah.
So I think when they were talking about how like combining all the expansions makes it harder to complete the quests, I think in a 2-player game, you're not as likely to finish those quests in the first place. So adding those extra cards, to me, I don't think would really make that big of a difference. But really enjoyed playing this. If you guys like this game, like I said, right now it is on sale on Amazon for $60. We usually have a link down in the show notes. We get a couple cents, you know. If you wanted to give it a try, then you could always sell that game because it is on Kickstarter right now for $200. You can get the full kit and caboodle, every expansion that's come out, but that will arrive next April. I think they're saying April 22 is the delivery date. With that said, guys and girls, peoples, Jiggly crew, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. And until next time.
Adios.